Hi guys, welcome back to Devastrology. Um, I have made a slight change. It's been very busy last few weekends for me, and I thought maybe we should shift to Saturdays as an option. I have been seriously contemplating of not pursuing this further, but there was such a push from many of you that they do not stop it. So I have changed it for Saturdays, and I had made the announcement. I hope enough of you have a advanced window notice to get started and be here today. So I see a few of the questions have already come in, but um, first of all, welcome to Shalini Singh. Shalini, thank you for putting your trust and faith in Dev Astrology and being here. Welcome to Matea. Matea, welcome back to the channel. I see you are revisiting after a long time. Um, I will prepare the chart of Shreya. I think I should have Shreya's chart from last time, if I'm not wrong. I'm going to just check that. Second April 2018 24. Perfect. Shreya, your chart is there with me. Awesome. Um, I've been dealing with a lot of unexplained digestive and hormonal issues since the past few years. Will I be ever able to get rid of these problems? If then, how? Got it. Um, Shreya, you will get rid of these issues as you grow older. You're still pretty young. Um, and I think as you progress into your 30s, things should definitely change for you. Um, but around 36, 37, you will find that change. You have an exalted Venus, though, in your sixth house, but your Mercury is in debilitation. Yes, Nijbang is happening. A lot of digestive issues, problems can also be seen through Jupiter, through your sixth house as well. And Jupiter happens to be the lord of your sixth house, Shreya. He is in the seventh in the sign of Aries. However, Mercury and Venus is present there, though it's nothing serious, but some issues are bound to happen. Venus also happens to be the lord of your eighth, okay? And it is coming into sixth. It's a Viprit Rajyoga and Yoga, Shreya. When it is coming into the sixth, of course, some health related problems. How should I put it? Female related problems. I hope you are getting the indication that I'm trying to give. Those kind of challenges will also come, but don't worry, you will never have any serious issue that can cause any damage from a health perspective. So you should be able to revive. Like your monthly periodic cycles could also see some sort of turbulence. Okay, uh, but there is no major concern, so don't be overwhelmed about it. Uh, However, now because you've asked me this question, I have noted it. I cannot skip it. Whenever you get married and you plan for conceiving and stuff, just you will have to meet the doctor, see the doctor, and see that you take requisite precautions, um, because your Saturn is in debilitation. It is coming in the seventh house, being the fifth lord. So yeah, love marriage yoga would also be formed, but from a conceivement perspective, pregnancy perspective, you will have to take certain precautions. But rest of it looks pretty okay, so don't be worried about it. Okay, you will come out of it in your 30s, mid 30s, 36 kinds. You will see that things have evolved for you. Okay. Yeah, I of course Venus is exalted. You will try to be extremely healthy and take precautions. Naturally, it is happening. Venus is the lord of the eighth coming into sixth. Okay, so some issues will come, but you will recover pretty well naturally. So that is perfectly fine. All right, now we have Matea as well. Matea, good to see you after a while. Um, I don't think I have kept your this thing saved because you were away for a while, so I had not kept details. I'll have to prepare your chart and save it. Slovenia, Maribor. All right. Good to see you, Mateha. So, very good content. I'm learning, and I'm glad that I can support you as well. Thank you, Mateha. I've missed you. Dev Astrology has missed you as a channel. We are planning to move abroad in 2025. Search for a stay in summer, and I need to shift my business. Is it better to work more online or make a studio there? I feel the change is needed, but I'm not motivated to stay only in Pilates. More combined with meditation and astrology. I'm studying a lot, but making the next step is not easy. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So, see, Mataya, I had told you that you will always have some connection, and I can see your seventh lord is in the 12th. You will definitely have some connection of sorts with a foreign land or that sort of an entity. Now, your question is that should it be more in person or online? Um, Give me a second. Sun is coming in your ninth. Okay. The 11th Lord is 11 places away from itself. And you are in Saturn Rahu at this point in time. You will get into Saturn Jupiter at the fag end of this year. Okay. Now let's just do a double click in terms of going into further details. So, and I definitely recollect you had been asking this since you were the member last year as well in 2024, and we had discussed this bit too. um, yeah, so see, doing pilates, doing see, astrology also comes naturally to you. Venus is in your eighth house in its own sign. Astrology comes naturally to you, and we've spoken for our one-to-one personal reading as well. I think you have a good understanding from that perspective as well. uh, it will bring some level of income. I am not confident how great can that be. Why? Because Venus gives an aspect to your second house, right? But it is an aspect to Mars, Scorpio, and Mars is sitting in your 12th. Okay. So how much of that can happen? I'll be a little skeptical, but again, astrology knowledge will definitely come. See, from your moon house, from your moon chart as well, the eighth house has Saturn and Mars, so that possibility is definitely there. Now, and again, the 12th lord from moon is also going eighth, so it's pretty interesting from that perspective too. Now, and your moon Rashi Lord is also Saturn going in it. So, knowledge of astrology definitely coming in, some sort of savings growth also coming in because of that, because both Saturn and Mars are aspecting your second house from moon chart as well, which is ruled by Jupiter. So, some growth definitely will be there, but healing in general, okay, Mataya, healing in general is going to be good for you. Okay, it is going to give you some returns. Now, because Rahu Antardasha is running, that inclination, and Rahu is in the sign of Gemini for you in your ninth house, it brings heightened motivation for you to travel abroad and be out away from your birthplace. That period, um, though, is gonna get more active from May 29th. Okay, and I think the transits are also going to play some role, because Saturn will come to your sixth, it'll aspect the 12th, it'll have some role for you to shift away. Rahu will come in your fifth, and Jupiter, of course, will come to your ninth, and later in exaltation in your 10th, which is going to be a good period from all this perspective. But I think post 29th May onwards, your push towards going outside or going away is going to be heightened. You will be in Rahu Antardasha, and within that, you will be in Sun Pratyantar. Okay. So I think between 29th of May to end of July, you might make a movement. Okay, there is a heightened possibility, but I would not want you to this as three different pieces of the puzzle. You have to, at the end of the day, combine the storyline as healing, and that is going to be positive for you. Char. Yeah. Venus is also fourth to your moon. It is giving an aspect to your 10th. That is why I'm constantly recommending healing. It's a good chart. From moon chart perspective, this becomes beautiful. Jupiter is coming to the ninth. Perfect. So, Madhya, I hope that answers your question. We will go ahead and address the next question. Yes, good to see you back, Madhya. Great to see you back, honestly. Um, Shalini. Shalini says, "Thank you so much, Dev. I've seen your videos and I'm thankful you so much." Thank you, Shalini. Of course, I'm so thankful. You guys make what I am in a way. I know it sounds dramatic, but it's a fact. So I can't thank you guys enough. Anyways, I think Pratik Chawla has put in a question. So let's see Pratik's question here. One second, man. Pratik Chawla. All right. Uh, oh boy, he's asked for his wife now. Hold on, Pratik. Let me make the chart. PC wife. All right. So I'm assuming you mean July 3rd, 1993. Guys, I try to confirm this because here in US the dates are followed in a different format. So sometimes this might sound obnoxious, but I have to kind of confirm. Faizabad, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Uttar Pradesh. Faizabad. All right. So I have your wife's chart here ready as well. Give me a second. Let me just have a quick read. So, not able to grow professionally and financially. I have completed my CA 9 years back. Yeah, CA she would have done because of her Mercury presence in the sixth house, but her Mercury is retrograde and it is sitting in the sign of Cancer. Okay, she will not feel comfortable in that particular role. Her Saturn is also retrograde in the Lagna itself. Hmm. Moon Dasha is going on. Okay. Rahu is in her 10th, by the way, but Venus is sitting with Ketu in the fourth house. And very interesting. Mars is sitting in the seventh. Okay. And no, thus got it. So she's running through her Moon Dasha, and actually, the Shadbal of our Moon is pretty good. Yeah. She's got a very strong positioning of Moon, Venus, and Saturn as well. Boy, I like it. And because this is a career question, let me quickly open her detail, okay? Her detail looks good too. Jupiter is giving an aspect back to the ascendant. It's in the seventh, Mars is in 10th. And Mars is the lord of the 10th house from the D1 chart, still sitting there. So it's getting a very good dignity from a D10 perspective too. Actually, amongst all, her Sun and Mercury are not the strongest of the planets, but she has an excellent chart. Okay. One thing is interesting because of Cancer being an. I hope, Pratik, if you would have noticed in several of my readings, I've said that Ketu coming into that effect, or Moon coming into that effect from a 10th house or job house perspective, they tend to bring multiple career breaks. Okay. and that is a limiting situation. Plus Mars is see this Mercury is not in its best of its dignity. I will recommend her one thing. It may not be a bad idea for her to pursue, if she's a CA, something of her own practice, her own entity. She'll do extraordinarily well. Okay, she'll do extraordinarily well, and I need to just look at the half bala as well. Yes. So, hmm. 7th and 12th are very weak. Actually, I'll take my words back. Uh, she's losing a lot from a Bhav Bal perspective. Okay. Maybe because of the non-compatibility with this Rahu and Mars, but it should do well. Okay. It should still do well. I think she should explore some sort of a side hustle along with her job. Okay, her job is okayish, but side hustle, doing something in parallel with job before she reaches a point where she can run something of her own, she must explore. Pratik, very important. Her 11th is very strong, both in terms of bhav bal, in terms of the shadbala of moon, in terms of the strength of her ninth house as well, which is ruled by Venus. Thereby, she must do things in parallel. In her job, she will struggle, thanks to Cancer being the sign, and Mercury is not comfortable there. Had it been some other planet, she would have done way better. Mercury is not supporting her. Okay, it will not let her grow. In the retrograde motion coming in there, it's in Pushya Nakshatra. Um, this may not be the best bet. She has to do things in parallel for some time, some sort of a side hustle in this space itself, and then you will see the change. Okay, and one last bit: don't start any side hustle for now. Okay, don't start any side hustle for now. From March of 2026 onwards, next year, she should prepare herself for the next 1 year as to how she will project herself for the side hustles. Maybe looking into taxation of corporates, employees of small scale companies, something of that sort. She should consider inclination there, or helping in corporate finance for small startups and stuff. She will get a good opportunity, that how, but it will come from March of 2026. So it'll take some time, but that will be better for her. Okay. All right. So the next question is that of Shalini. Shalini, have we not made your chart? Let me check. Yeah, I don't see having your chart here, and you seem to have asked a question. Um, I'm Cancer ascendant, eighth house Jupiter. So Cancer is Aquarius will be eighth house. Sun and Jupiter, Ketu, Mars, Mercury. Oh boy, I'm Cancer ascendant, eighth house, Sun, Jupiter, Ketu, Mars, Mercury. Can you help me? What really this mean? As there are so many ups and downs and transformation. Okay, you've given your date of birth finally. Okay. Shalini Singh, 24th Feb 1998 to 24 1998, 5:43. It's PM, is it? So 17:43, India, Pune. So that'll be Maharashtra, Pune. All right, Shalini. So yeah, Mars, Ketu, Mercury, Sun, and Jupiter. All right. So And Venus with Moon in your, oh boy, in Capricorn in your seventh house. And Saturn is in your ninth, Rahu is in your second. All right. See, guys, this is for everybody. When you are having multiple planets in a chart in a specific house, right? I'm giving you a very simple mantra. You don't need to go to any astrologer, ever waste your money. Just try and understand what is the positioning of these planets from a degree perspective. Okay, and once you understand the degrees, look at the planets from the lowest degree onwards. Okay, and then see how the strength of them is increasing. So Shalini, in your case, what's happening is that Jupiter is at the lowest degree, and I'm guessing Jupiter should be combust. Yes, it is combust. So Jupiter is combusted. You have Mercury also sitting in combustion. Jupiter is your lowest degree planet, then is your Sun, followed by Mercury, followed by Ketu, and last one is Mars, which is at 2948. It is almost at the cusp, just 12 seconds away. Okay, so it's coming to the cusp of the eighth and the ninth house. Now, Shalini, this is a very, let me tell you, this is a very challenging access also for you because Rahu and Ketu are sitting here and you are going through Rahu Mahadasha. And my gosh, how old are you? 1998. Super challenging since 2013. I, I Please confirm to me if I'm going in the right direction or not. I would want to know this. This is one of the most unique charts. And you know your entire 2-8 axis, and it is 2-8 axis for you from your lagna as well as from your moon chart, because from your moon all of these planets are coming in your second house. So mentally there will be so much of drama, commotion. um, I don't want to use the word violence, but it will be like a battle inside that would be going on for you, facing the kind of situations that might come up emotionally, right? And what's happening is that in Rahu Dasha, you are having all these Antardashas coming in back to back, which are of all the planets sitting in this house itself. So you had Rahu, then you had Rahu Jupiter for the eighth, Rahu Saturn, which is for the ninth though, but it wouldn't have been easy. Rahu Saturn is never easy for folks. Then Rahu Mercury again eighth, then Rahu Ketu again eighth, then Rahu Venus, which is for your seventh, but that is the one which starts later this year. Okay, you will have some respite from from a emotion perspective. Maybe romance could brew for you, but you are highly obsessed from a materialism luxury perspective as well. That bit is also coming out very clearly, and you have to understand what is happening here. Your Sun, Jupiter, they have very weak Shadbala as well. Okay, people who come to my channel, they know I do not like when the luminaries are coming into the eighth house. So, Shalini, what is happening here is that your impact of eighth will be driven through Jupiter at the forefront. Now, what that means is that you have to somehow or the other face either transformation or challenges related to spirituality, related to your father, related to some long distance issues, or related to your career, health, and all those matters as well, because Jupiter is your sixth lord as well. This is a tricky situation. Don't worry, okay? I'm going to give you a very good remedy here as well, and I'm going to tell you something from a career path perspective too. So, this is going to be tricky from that angle. Now, what you need to do is, Shalini, you have to, without fail, start. There is no non-spiritual remedy to this. I'm sorry, most of the people who come to me, I give some active lifestyle related remedies, but in this case, Shalini, you have to do Surya Puja. You see, there is no sunshine today here in California, boy. Offer water to Surya Dev every morning. Arg, as we say. Okay, chant Hriday Srutam, because two of your planets, Mercury and Jupiter, are combusted. Okay, you must do that. Then, from a career perspective, following any kind of digital career is going to be extraordinarily good for you. Samjhe? Digital career is going to be extremely good for you. You try to grow in the digital space, acting, all that stuff. will do well for you. However, remember from 2031 your Jupiter Mahadasha will start. I don't want to scare the shit out of you, but Jupiter is combusted. So do matching with respect to your birth chart when you come to the marriageable age and stuff. That is also going to be important. Okay, I spend this much time because it's a special chart. Okay, and it makes you special, Shalini. So like, don't beat yourself too much. It's a special chart, and I think you will do better once you understand yourself. You have to understand your chart here, my friend. All right. All right. So, yeah, Madhya, good to see you back. I'm also happy. Lalit Jangra, boy, seeing you after a long time. Usually, I do not answer questions when somebody puts in this thing, but Lalit happens to be one of my first, what should I say, one-to-one consultation takers, clients, customer, whatever you say it. And he's been sticking with the channel for a long time, and I always feel very happy. You see, I remember all the names. Lalit was, I think, one of the first 1000 subscribers who came in, so I always stick in and remember the people who were helping this channel grow. Thank you, Lalit. I usually don't answer questions coming in this way, but I will in your case. And I see you've paid in Australian dollars, which means that from our last discussion, I had mentioned that you will end up going to Australia, and that did happen. And I think it was a long, long time back. So good to see you, buddy. Let me make your chart again. I'm so happy today. I see that Sanatani Joe is online, the oldest contributor to Dev Astrology's live sessions. He wears that yellow badge, guys. He's the first, along with Roberto. He and Sanatani Joe are the first people from that perspective. Then Mateya is back, and now Lalit is back. I feel so happy looking at all of your names. All right, my friend. Um, Good to see your chart again, my friend Lalit. So, as you know, my health issue, yes, I have a lot of anxiety and fear of life threats if I can overcome on issues this year or not. So, Lalit, this year, you are going to now start Mars Ketu, okay? And fears are bound to come. Fears are bound to come, which means doesn't mean that any negative thing is bound to happen here, but yes, general anxiety is going to be there because you have to understand Ketu is fourth to your moon. Your moon is in your sixth house, and your mind itself is towards the house of the health. So, my friend, I had told this to you last time as well, that you have to somehow, address that bit emotionally, mentally. I mean, it's a mental game that you have to play. You have to remind yourself you will face issues. And I think I had told this to you very clearly in the one to one detailed reading also that we did last year, that you will face health issues, but no. Sorry, guys. I'm still not well. Okay, I'm recovering, so please bear with me. You will face health issues, but you will come out of it, my friend, because it is Mars. It is coming into the Lagna. It is coming 8 places away. Transformation will happen in your life because of your health. Okay, and health matters are coming to your fore. Your your ninth lord is coming to the house of health, and your sixth lord is coming into Lagna. So that combination is coming into play for you, and um, this year you are going to be through moon Mars Ketu, which is starting in this month itself from 24th of Feb. Okay, Lalit, so I need you to take precautions. Ketu is giving an aspect to your ascendant, it's giving an aspect to your fifth house as well. um, um, you will have to take certain precautions with respect to your health during this period. It's giving an aspect on your Mars, essentially. That's what I'm trying to tell you. However, do Ganesh Ji's puja. Ketu mein, you remember I keep on saying to everybody, there is no remedy. There is no remedy. Okay, just keep doing Ganpati puja. Eat greens, uh, and in your case also, you gotta offer water to Surya Dev. Your Shadbala of Surya is pretty weak, and Surya defines health, stability, strength, physical strength, emotional strength. It's your soul. uh, Surya is weak for you. Okay, it is in the lagna. That's a good thing. So he will keep you fighting, like even on one leg. That is what the sun is going to do to you. But you have to take precautions. And yar, Lalit, I told you, man, stop overthinking. In my one-to-one discussion also, I told you this thing so many times. I know it is easy said than done. That Dave, you come and just tell me you don't have to worry, and it's so hard because your moon itself is sitting there. But do meditation, do shift puja. Meditation is best alternative for you. You will never succumb to this thing until time comes. And abhi time nahi aaya. That's all I'll say. Falme, you're just 1989 born. You're a young guy. Stop stressing yourself. I remember speaking to you. You take so much stress, my friend, about your health situation. And you have such beautiful life. You came out of Haryana, explored Brazil. Now you are in Australia. You're doing well. There are so many people who try to live up to the kind of life that you do. Yes, health is a major concern, but please do not, because of your moon, I see that you have so much of anxiety, and Ketu being fourth to it, it brings that anxious levels to the next heights. You got to fix that, bro. And the remedies are there with you. You've already always known them. Okay. By the way, I've just added that sun bit because I realized that sun is on a weaker dignity for you in Shadbal also, and it is in see, moon is still adolescent, Mars is dead, Mrit Avastha, right? So that Avastha condition, sun is in infancy, but moon is adolescent, so you can handle that. Mars is dead, and that is where I understand why these problems from a health perspective keep coming to you. You see, I keep falling sick, Scorpio, just like you, right? That's why, because of the Mars. And plus, you know what? From transit perspective, also your Mars is currently in the eighth. From June onwards, once it comes to the fifth house, right, you will feel better. You will feel better because for me, Scorpio, it is written inched in my head when things are changing. So, 5th of June, you will feel better. But, bro, you are running through Mars Ketu. So, um, Mars Venus will start from July 23rd, right? So, in your case, you will start feeling better from June onwards, but July, you will feel better, way better. Okay. All right, buddy. Good to see you, by the way, Lalit. Um, good to see you. All right, I'll save Lalit just in case he's back again. I'm very happy to see some of my old folks coming in today. All right, I see some new set of folks have also joined the discussion today. That is, I'll just take a minute to welcome all of you. So I see Alisha Shafiq, um Viloch Vishwam, Manish Singh, um, and Kapil Balachandran have also joined the discussion. Guys, welcome to Devastrology. Thank you for putting in your trust and faith in me. You get to ask one question on each weekend. We do two readings a month, and I have been doing this for over a year now. Um, every Sunday, but I'm just planning to shift today. We've done a shift to Saturday, and I had announced it on the channel page as well. And I've not been getting a single day off to rest. Okay, so hopefully this will be the period where we can leverage this, and I'll try to run this on Sundays itself. With that, I'll get to the next question. I'm so happy to see my buddy Sanatani Joe, online. Where have you been, bro? August 18, 1979. Um, I almost remember your chart, Sanatani Joe, but I'll still make it because you guys have some of the most unique charts. Now, Shalini's chart is also inked in my head. Pune, Maharashtra. So Sanatani Joe also has multiple planets in his 11th house. Okay. You will notice this, guys. Yes, 4 planets. All right. So any chances of job loss this year, June, July, or any time this year? Hmm. No. Stop worrying. There will be some risky situation in second half of May, but you will sail through. Job loss should not come. But Sanatani Joe, did I tell you or not? I hope you remember I had told that from January onwards, I had predicted to you, I think this thing in August or September or maybe November period. I don't recollect now, but long time back you had come and I told you that you will have very busy period from Jan onwards. You'll have a lot of work to do when you were planning to buy Tesla. I hope you went ahead and purchased the car, but you know do not cut slack at work. Okay, do not drop the ball, do not drop your guards at any point in time, um, and you'll sail through. Okay, I don't see, um, unless you want to make a job shift in second half of May. Okay, then that's a different situation. Okay, then that's a different situation, but um, you will do decently well. And let me look at what's happening with Saturn is coming here, Rahu will come here. Rahu will come into your sixth house. Sanatani Joe, why the hell are you worried? That shouldn't make you arrogant. Okay, keep your head down and keep working, because we are looking at the natal transit perspective, so I give some indications. But keep your head down, keep focused, and keep working. And don't worry, no damage is coming, layoffs and everything. And I know the firm you work with, and I know they have been doing layoffs, but don't worry, it is not coming to you. Okay? But you keep working hard. You keep working hard. Don't drop your guard. Okay? Right now, you might feel very, very pressured also. Hmm? From March onwards, you will feel better from work perspective. That also I'm telling you. I told you in January the work would be like crazy shit, and you would be thinking like whether or not I'll survive. I had predicted this to you. So all this question, I immediately read where you're coming from. Don't worry, this period shall pass. This time shall pass. Okay, you will do well. अभी के लिए बस just keep focused. Just keep focused. No arguments with the bosses. Venus Antardasha is running. Okay, no arguments with the bosses. Keep your head down. No reaction. Mars is also in this thing. It is in your 10th house, so it is not too rough for you. But when it comes in debilitation again in March April period, just keep your head down, keep focused, keep on working, Sanatani Jo. You will sail through. No risk. Don't worry. Okay. All right. So I'm very happy to see some of you guys today. All right. So next question is that of Villoch Visham. Uh, Villoch Viloch Vishwam. Villoch Vishwam. And all right, let me make your chart. Feb 28th, 1989, 5 p.m. So it's 20. Oh boy, 2005. 2005, right? Yeah. And then in India, and then Kerala. Kerala. Oh, you are from a place, Thalasari. I used to think it's the name of a restaurant. And I used to visit Thalasari when I used to live in Bangalore. many years back. Um, I love South Indian food personally because of my kids. Like my daughter is born in Bangalore, so she intuitively adopted that taste. I'm a North Indian, but she intuitively adopted that taste, and because of her, now I also love it. She's a cutie pie. All right, thank you. Thanks for coming in, Viloj. Thanks for joining in. I don't know what your question is, by the way. Um, and you've kind of missed the opportunity of putting in your question. So what I'm going to do is I've just have your chart here ready. Why don't you take a minute and type down your question, and then in the meantime I'll address the question of somebody else. Okay. So I see Alicia Shafiq also in the call here. Alicia, thank you. Let me put your details as well. And guys, this is for the first time when we have to make this effort with the details. It becomes faster once things are saved. And since many of you are new today, it's taking me a bit. So please bear with me. Alicia Shafiq, I'm assuming you're a female, Alicia, 8:15 a.m. So putting details, keeping that in mind. Jharkhand, Jamshedpur. All right, so I have Alicia's chart, and she has bunch of planets: Saturn, Mercury, Mars, Sun in her 12th house. Mars is combust. That too in Revati Nakshatra. Okay. Um, Rahu in 11th. Alicia, you don't need to tell me your chart, guys. What's happening? The new folks don't seem to understand. Okay, so guys, all the people who've joined and new, you're telling me your planetary positions. You don't have to do that. You just have to provide me your time, date, place, because I use Parashara. I create your birth chart and I get everything with a lot more details than you would have dug in from free software somewhere. So I have everything. I need you to write the question, that what is the concern that you have, based on which I can answer. So I have no idea what's happening here. So guys, Alicia, Viloch, if you guys can take a minute and just draft your question, that'll help me and it'll save time, guys, because Viloch, you are writing thank you, but I'm not seeing the question. Is it something missing? Let me just expand the entire thing. No, it's not, guys. You've got to put your question in detail. Just one question, okay? Uh, s- so, Alicia, I know your placements. I don't know what your question is, what your concern is, okay? And if no question comes, then I will give some general prediction based on what I see from the chart from a transit perspective combined, okay? But in the meantime, I will move ahead to the next question. Hi, Tech with Andy. Good to see you. Manish Singh. Uh, Let me see if Manish Singh is already saved in this thing or not. There are so many people now coming in that I have no idea of whose chart is saved and who's not. Okay, I don't seem to have Manish's chart in play. Let me create that. Manish Singh. Um, 6/30, 1996. Okay, and time of birth is 11:42 Agra. And 42 India, Uttar Pradesh, Agra. Manish Singh, your chart is in place now. All right. I don't know if you asked me something last time. I don't know why the hell did I not save it. I'm a moron or what? I'm sorry, Manish. I don't know. How did I miss it? Last time I asked you about government job chances. Now I have cleared bank exam and Mera interviews next month. Congratulations, brother. I'm happy for you. And I'm expecting good results. Some general life advice. First of all, congratulations, Manish. I'm so happy that you've been able to crack your examination. Um, Mercury combust, Jupiter and Venus retrograde. Okay. Jupiter is retrograde in the fourth house with Moon. Bank is a good place for you to be in, bro. And Bank is a good place for you to be, bro. And you have cracked the examination within Jupiter Antardasha itself. You see how things are working out. Um, Now, within Jupiter, your Mars Pratyantar is going to start from uh, 5th Feb, but very soon after you will have from 22nd Feb Rahu. Mars is good, and Rahu is also decently placed in the sign of Virgo for you. So that is a good placement. I think you will do well in your interviews as well, bro. Okay. You are going to be a hardworking person in your career. Okay. You will gain respect, shine, and you will have big ideas about your life and growth. In general, I would want you to be careful during your marriage situation. Okay. Saturn and Ketu are sitting in conjunction in your seventh house. Not a good placement. Two malefics. It's a very hard, strong, difficult placement. Okay. And then you have Mars with Venus retrograde in your ninth house. Little bit tricky, but seventh is very, very tricky, and you have to find some solution from that perspective. Now, the good part is from a career standpoint, your D10 also promises a lot of positive elements. Your first, 10th, and 7th are pretty fabulously placed in your D10 as well. However, I would want to call out that you need to work towards your emotions, you need to work towards your mental health, mental strength as well. That is going to be something that, so whenever stress comes, related to work, related to anything, you could bow down in general, Manish. So I want you to be careful about that. Do meditation, do Shiv Puja. It's going to help both your Moon and Jupiter. Okay, you have a Gaj Kesri Yoga in your fourth house. It's a good one, but Shadbal is very weak for both of them. When we are running very similar dashas, you have Sun Saturn starting very soon. So you are going to see some success coming in from April onwards. I wouldn't be surprised if you start with your career, with your work in something, but from April onwards, you are going to see a remarkable improvement in life. So that promises a lot of positivity to me. Okay. So, Manish, good luck, man. I'm happy for you, and I better save it this time. Okay, so in the meantime, let's check if Alicia. Oh, okay, Alicia is asking just for a general prediction. Alicia, um, so we are addressing that question as well. There are a bunch of people joining in again, but Alicia, because she was there in this reading for a minute, and I had missed her question. I'm assuming then Viloch is also asking a general question. So let's quickly look. Alicia, you are running through Venus Rahu. Okay. You are a Mercury ascendant. Your Lagna Lord is in the fifth house. You are going to be good in terms of romance. You are a romantic person at heart, but you're going to do well with respect to your job career front. I think you'll do very, very well actually from a competitive examinations perspective too, if you've tried to appear for any of one of them. Finding a government job is also a very strong possibility for you, Alicia. It's a beautiful chart. Okay. But getting higher into the ranks in a government job might be difficult. So you might want to explore something in a multinational company too. Your Mars is very, very strong in the eighth house, very, very strong, and usually it brings, it's giving an aspect to your Moon as well, and it forms slight bit of Mangal dosha. But given that your Jupiter is so beautifully placed in the ninth house, being the lord of ninth, I think from a marriage perspective as well, it is going to be good for you. You should have an opportunity of getting married in um, 2027. Oh, you already are. Hold on. Alicia, am I reading the right chart? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I was reading Veloce's chart. I was reading Veloce's chart and he's 1989 born. So sorry. I just mixed up. I didn't realize that I was not reading Alicia's chart. Alicia, I will do the reading for you. My bad. I will just change this. Um, Vilosh, there are few good things that I called about you, but I was worried about from a marriage perspective, a few things. But anyways, I'll come back to that. Alicia, you're a Aries ascendant. 12th house has multiple of these planets placed for you. Why do I get a sense you have to settle abroad? Your moon is also going ninth. Okay, Alicia, you will leave the place Jamshedpur where you were born. You will go and settle away from that place, and that is where you will find success, good success. Okay, but somehow your interest might not be great in job. Eventually in your life you will have to do something of your own. You are also a romantic person at heart, Alicia, I can tell you that. um, One, how should I put this, one suggestion that I'll have for you is just if you not feel emotionally comfortable with your husband, doesn't mean you start sleeping in another room or don't talk to him, or you try to stay away. Try and avoid that. Okay. um, Alicia, I will not recommend or I will not say that you have to do Shiv Puja, but you must somehow figure out doing meditation for yourself. Okay. Moon is in a weak dignity. But I also, the moment you shift away from your birthplace and you go to a different land, Alicia, your destiny will improve. It will improve. Okay. You will do better from that perspective. And I think you should start something of your own at some point in time. I know there are so many planets in the house of expenses. You have, only that person can do expenses who has the capacity to earn. Your second lord is in 10th, seventh lord is in 10th, and you have to think of something in beauty or Venus related products and stuff. Think of something in that space, or maybe import export kind of work. You will do better once you leave your hometown. Okay, so next time come up with a question, you will do way better once you leave your hometown. Okay. And starting 2028 onwards, very strong dasha is coming for you to do your own stuff. So don't leave that opportunity. Okay. The rest depends on your mental grit and mental strength. But I think you should not leave any stone unturned from that perspective. All right. Alicia, I don't know what's happening. All right, I will save this chart some other time. I don't know what the hell is happening on my system. It was not allowing me to save. Okay. Alicia, your chart is not definitely getting saved today. So maybe next time when you come up, we will do your chart saving so that we don't have to do the typing all over again. All right. Now with that, Viloch, I'm assuming you also wanted to just get a quick, oh, job chances, career job chances. You've highlighted that. Thank you. So hold on. It again pops up. Let me try and see if I can save Alicia's chart. It'll make my life simple. Ha, it allows now. Perfect. Now, Viloch Vishwam. So you are a Mercury, Virgo ascendant. Your Mercury is in the fifth house. That's why I was kind of predicting a few things, and I kept on assuming I was doing that for her. See, job perspective, your tenth lord is also coming in the fifth. Okay, and your sixth house is such strong prominence with Sun, Rahu, Venus. Um, And Rahu is going to come back in transit for you. Okay, it is going to come back to your sixth house, though Saturn will be there in your seventh, but Rahu will be coming back, and that is going to bring in some very positive chances from a career perspective. You are going through Venus Rahu situation right now, and if you are looking forward for a job change, that possibility will come next year in January. Okay, Viloch, wherever you are, I would recommend you to stick right now. You might start doing your interviews from August of 2025 itself. That is a possibility. But actual change will come next year in 2026. Okay? Yeah. Actual change will come in 2026. The yoga for you to make job changes will happen next year itself. And you should have done pretty well in 2023, from 2023 to 2024. During your Mars Antardasha, you should have done very well. Now you have to just wait for the right period. um, Job change in 2026 and 2027, I see some promotion kind of possibilities also happening. Yes, 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 you will have super support from your boss, something in 2027. But for now, just put your head down and keep grinding, Miloch. There is no other way. You might get some crazy shit ideas that I should do this, do that. At least not do any experimentation till May of 2025. Second half of 2025, you might start looking out. You will get opportunities, but I think better one is going to come in 2026. That is what my recommendation to you is, my friend. Okay. Okay. Viloch Vishwam, thank you for coming in, my friend, and I am happy that new set of people are part of the team now. We will now go on and let me look at the questions list. Oh boy, there are a lot of people that have come in. I was not expecting that this was a bigger crowd. Manish, Tech with Andy. So hold on. Is Tech with Andy's chart already saved? Open. No, what is Tech with Andy's name? Why is this chart not saved? Maybe I have switched the software and the new software he's not asked the question. Okay, let me make his chart. Tech with Andy. Anish, I try to make the charts with the same username that I see here. Okay, that is what I prefer. So it is November 14th, 1998. 1435. India, Maharashtra, Pune. I'll save it as Tech with Andy itself. So Ketu and Jupiter in the ascendant. Okay. Um, what is your question, Tech with Andy? So Alicia confirms that she has left her hometown. She's settled in Bangalore and doing well with career. Have achieved good till now. Planning for a business too soon. Nice. So I was in the right direction. Thank you, Alicia, for confirming. Okay. Let me go back. Latisha, good to see you, my friend. I'm just coming to your question as well. Tech with Andy's question. There is a lot of stress, mental anxiety, fatigue. Nothing is going well in terms of career as expected. Any advice? Got it. Mercury, Venus in Scorpio. And where is Mars? Mars is sitting with Rahu. Kya baat hai? Sun is sitting in Libra. Okay. And Rahu Saturn Dasha is going on. Yeah, you have to just hold some patience, Andy. Tech with Andy, you have to just keep some patience, my friend. till September end of 2025. October onwards, there will be a relief. Uh, your career will be in a better shape, but till then, it's very difficult. Yes, you are going through Rahu Saturn, my friend. It's not an easy dasha. Okay, it's not at all an easy period. Saturn is retrograde for you, and that too in debilitation in the sign of Aries in your third house. Because of the third house and that bhav bal that Saturn is getting, you're still sustaining it. Okay, but it's a tough period for you. I can imagine, man. Um, yeah, you have to wait. You have to wait till end of September, 29th, 30th September, and then from September all the way till 2028, Rahu Mercury will be a much better period for you. For now, if you feel struggle, you know, just try to help people free of cost, whatever to your best capacity. I see your name is Tech with Andy. Maybe just teach people because Jupiter is in your lagna. You could be a good teacher, Andy. So teach people something. Um, Maybe even teach online. Okay, you have to do that. That remedy of Saturn is helping people who need help. Okay, like this activity I'm doing. You guys need help, and I'm trying to help. It's the ROI. If I genuinely measure, and guys, I'm also a human being. Okay, the ROI of my time here is very less. Because like I don't even get 40% of the contributions that are made. So if you see effectively, because taxes are gone, YouTube takes everything, then why the hell am I doing it? Because I know that that effort helps somebody who's in need, who might not be able to afford a full time discussion. So something has to be done. It's a remedy for Saturn. Same way, tech with Andy, you have to do something for Saturn. Maybe just guide people free of cost, teach them, do something until September. Once that settles down and Mercury comes in, you will find mental relief, my friend. And I know it's not easy. Our Saturn with debilitation under Rahu is not easy. Okay, tech with Andy saved your chart. All right, next question. I hope I've not skipped anything. Viloch is answered. Sanatani Jo was answered. Alicia was answered. Malik Saleh is also here. Latisha is also here. Shalini is answered. Kapil, welcome to Devastrology and thank you for joining in. I appreciate your trust and faith in me. And I think that is the next question. Kapil's questions. We'll take that. New Kapil. Oh, अच्छा हाँ अभी तो जान किया ना हाँ तो I'll have to make the chart Kapil Balachandran and Kapil your date of birth is 13 September so it is 9/13/1979. All right, and then Kapil's um, Shalini, only one question at a time. Next question. Thank you for confirming that I was spot on, but you'll have to keep the next question because I just closed that chart and moved on. Okay, so two questions per month. Keep the second question for the second reading in Feb. Okay. All right, 15, 29, 15, 29. India, Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu. And what is the name of the place? One second. Tirunel, Valley. All right. Kapil, your chart is ready. You are a Capricorn ascendant. And Kapil has a very pointed question about his motion. I just want to validate because this guy also has multiple planets in his eighth house. Very interesting. Now, Kapil is the second person who's come with that kind of a placement. 13th from 1979, 15, 29. Oh boy, yeah, I've entered the right details. Tirunelveli, yes. So, Kapil, thank you for confirmation. Um, and Kapil is going through Saturn, Venus. Saturn is in your sign of Leo in the eighth house. Oh boy. And Saturn, Venus, and Mercury are all combust. But Venus is in your ninth house. It is debilitated. That is the not so great thing. एक दो तीन चार पाँच. Hmm. Mercury be combust. So promotion for you, my friend. See, right now I don't see a window. There is a very small window that comes for you for 2 months in the summers between June, July, August. Okay, basically June and July. There's a very brief window that comes for you. 2 months. That gives you possibility of some hidden gains, some promotions coming in. Okay, huh? That period comes for you then. Apart from that, the possibility looks very bleak. Your moon is exalted, which is a very good thing in the fifth house. Very romantic guy. Very romantic. I hope you watched my moon in all houses videos. You'll get many ideas about what I'm also trying to indicate. I won't say here, but yaar, Kapil, your the combustion of your Saturn and Venus is not. You have to. You okay? You start doing one thing. You start offering water to Surya or start listening to Surya Hridaya Stotam, because you need to do Surya remedies. People who keep watching my feedback on the combusted planets, I keep on saying you have to do remedies for Surya. So you must invest time in doing that activity for yourself, because Surya Pratyantar Dasha is the one that will give you the possibility. So in the nearest future, that is the window. If not that, then you will have a chance for another couple of months in November and December, okay, of 2025 itself. And if not in that as well, you have to wait all the way till 2028. 2028, you will 100% get promoted. You will see growth, or you might do a career shift in itself. Something big will happen in 2028. You will do something, some big movement, okay? Some major movement you're going to do in 2028. It's going to be excellent from that perspective. Some money uptick is going to come your way. But promotion chances are this year in June and December, okay? June, July, and December, Jan. November, December, Jan half of 2026. So keep sticking. That is the only possibility. And you need to do the remedy I've told you. There is no other solution. Surya remedy is important in this case. With all your burnt planets, Surya remedy is extremely important. Okay. So I'll save Kapil's chart for future this thing. And thank you, Kapil, for asking a very specific pinpointed question. Now let's get into the next question, Latisha. I'm glad to see you feel better today. Thank you, Latisha. You're so kind. What does my career prospects look like? I'm assuming Latisha Saleh and Malek Saleh is only one person, right? I'm getting confused. Let me open Latisha's chart first. Confirm it. No, Malek Saleh seems to be different. Oh, Malak is your husband. Okay, got it. Got it. So I'm gonna make his chart as well. And can you give me remedy for Rahu and Scorpio? So, um, okay, you are asking two different questions now. First of all, let me come to that Malak Sare thing. Malak Saleh. Have I not saved his chart? One second. Malak Saleh. Okay, I have not saved this chart. I will create it and I'll save it for the next time. Malek, Malek Saleh. Sorry, guys. Sorry for this delay, and it gets frustrating. I understand that, but it's a one-time effort that goes into this. So 9/29, 1970, 10 a.m. USA, Washington D.C. Columbia, District of Columbia. Okay. Malak Saleh's chart is here. He has Jupiter Venus conjunction in the Lagna itself in Swati Nakshatra and Venus in Vishaka. Okay, Libra. Okay, so career prospects looks like for this year. So Moon is coming into 12th. It is in conjunction with Sun. What is the degrees? Moon is acting like a malefic in your case. Okay, Jupiter Rahu Sun is coming into play. Jupiter Rahu Sun. Okay. Um, um, can you avoid making any job shifts if it is not like really necessary? Um, because first of all, Rahu return is happening. Um some sort of a side gig, etc., is also going to work well for you. Okay, some sort of a side gig will work well for you. And especially with Rahu's return as well, right? So in the second half, if you want to undertake some side projects or some additional work, that should be good for you. But I wouldn't be surprised if you are you should be in a job, but I wouldn't be surprised if you keep on doing some side gigs, some additional consulting work, some additional um, commission based work. It looks prominent in your chart, and I see the possibility of that happening this year as well. Any kind of consulting engagements will give you good opportunity, but um, Saturn is coming into the sixth. Rahu is there. Jupiter is coming into ninth. Yeah, if you are really I want you to wait till October. Okay. Hmm. You can wait till October. Let Jupiter come into exaltation. By that time, your Saturn Dasha will also start. Maybe a better period for you to do any career shift, any kind of movement. Then things would be better. But throughout the year, parallel gains, side hustle, parallel gains are promised. You are going to make money doing that as well. So that should be good for you, Malik. Okay. Um, all right. So thank you, RDRX. for joining the astrology. I see Lotus Blossom has also put in some question, but before I go there, um, into RDRX's question, I think because I'm into the two Saleh family here, I'll answer Latisha's question. So, Latisha, give me a second. I'll save your husband's chart for now. Okay, I'll save his chart. Yeah. So you have your Rahu in your fifth house. Okay. Now, a lot of dramatic remedies are generally told, but what's happening is you have to understand Rahu is coming into the house of transformation. Okay. And the transformation into the sign of transformation, and Mars is going to somewhere play some or the other role, and Mars is sitting in Ardra nakshatra for you, which is ruled by Rahu itself. So there is a lot of intermingling, inter control or connection between the two, that Mars would want Rahu has to behave the sign it is sitting in, but the dispositor is sitting in the nakshatra of Rahu itself. It's a very, very interesting situation. So transformation is, and some major transformation in life is the remedy actually. There is no specific remedy that you can think of, that you do some puja. Yes, puja is going to help you if you worship, but uh, I don't want to sound presumptuous, but with your background, I'm aware of only religious remedies from a Hindu perspective, so I'm not going to push and share that. Um, my like some kind of hit either in romantic life or your creative pursuits or with respect to your children, etc., is going to bring that change in you. Okay, and remember, if the dispositor itself is in Ardra, transformation is going to happen some sorts or the other. Okay, so um, oh boy, I'm just trying to think of non-religious activity. See, it's important to bring in, you understand how I give remedies. It has to do with what the planet is trying to communicate, but there is a double whammy in terms of transformation for you. Rahu is in Scorpio. He needs transformation for all these three, four aspects I told you, from education, from romance, from kids' perspective, from investment strategy, some loss, some major. It's like a phoenix rising. But because Mars is also coming into Adra, it becomes a tricky situation. And I'm sorry, Shiv, because Ardra, it is ruled by Rudra. Shiv is coming to my mind, and I'm just trying to refrain from going in that direction. Um, you have to explore like how you can change something. See, Rahu has another tendency. It has a give and a take thing. Okay, so do you like in your romance or in with your kids, like what do you deliver to find that change in you? You have to figure out that give and take in one of the aspects of the fifth house. It's not Rahu and Scorpio remedy that you need. Understand for your chart what's happening, because Scorpio Lord is in Ardra. Okay, so transformation is from that perspective as well. Mars transformation too. Shiv Puja, Hanuman Puja is going to be very, very helpful. Okay, um, maybe donation activity, because Mars is also going into 12th. Maybe you might want to consider some sort of donation. Consider donation of red objects to kids, like apples, distributing apples. Okay, and I know you've scheduled one-to-one reading with me. So when we are meeting next week, I'm going to think and ponder more on this, Latisha, and I'm going to come back with some sort of feedback for you, which is non-religious by nature. Okay, so hopefully that will address your concern too. All right. Um, with that, I'll move on to the next reading. And guys, be generous when it comes to smashing that like button. Not enough smashes coming in here. Okay. All right, let me move on to the next question. RDRX is here. Um, RDRX, you've provided your birth details? Yes, you have. Rudraksh Kashyap. Okay. I will have to save it as RDRX Rudraksh. Okay. And your 22nd Jan 1 22 1989 4:45 p.m. So it is 16:45. Place of birth is Bihar Hilsa. Bihar Hilsa. Okay. I have your date of birth. I feel like I'm not able to access my full potential in playing small games in life. Is it my prarabdha and finances? Although life looks good to others, but I still feel I'm not doing well enough as per my expectations. Career means much more than just career. Is my action career going to be impactful to the world? Just playing my old dad in terms of action career, no growth forward, I'm sure. Beautiful question. I like when such questions come into play. Kya baat hai? And your moon is in its own sign in the ascendant in Cancer. You're a Cancer ascendant. Um, and you asked a question on Prarabdha. Okay. So, guys, listen to this question. It is going to be interesting for everyone. Okay. So, he has moon in the ascendant in the sign of Cancer. Ketu's in the second house. Rahu's in eighth. Saturn and Venus are sitting in the sixth house, in the house of Prarabdha. Saturn is sitting. Okay. And Saturn is the lord of seventh and eighth. Okay. Transformation Lord is coming in, forming Vipreet Raj Yoga, sitting in the sixth house, and Marriage Lord is also coming and sitting in sixth. I hope, I hope marriage and everything also went okay, or I see some turbulence with respect to that aspect also of life, because Saturn is with Venus. It is coming 12th to itself. It is coming 11th to itself from an eighth perspective. Mercury is retrograde in Capricorn in the seventh house, and it is combusted along with Sun. Okay. It's a tricky situation. No. So you are not. Yes, sixth house denotes Prarabdha. Saturn is coming, and Prarabdha is your. And for those who do not understand Prarabdha, if you've read the book Alchemist, there is a term which is used by Paulo Coelho in that, which is maktub. Okay, which is, it is written, it is meant to be. Okay, sixth house is like meant to be in terms of the obstacles, challenges, problems, because it is second to the fifth. It is the culmination of the punya that is coming into place in a person's life. Okay, so he's asked a question which is a deep question, that RDRX has asked, and everybody listening to this, they should try and understand it from their chart perspective as well. It is a deep question, and he's a deep thinker. He has moon in his lagna in its own chart. I can already tell him he's a deep thinker. Okay, so Saturn is strong in your chart. Okay, it is coming into the sixth house. It is going to be a fighting situation, but somewhere or the other, you would have faced issues with relationships in life. And when I say relationships, not just marital relationship, or romantic relationships, relationships of all sorts. Okay, and that is the role of Maya. When Saturn sits with Venus, it brings fame yoga as well. But when it comes into a difficult house like this, it brings these kind of thoughts too. You are a thinker at heart. Okay, but you have fifth and 10th connection with Mars. It's a good connection. Your karma is going to be about fighting and putting a big fight in life. RDRX. You are in a phase of illusion. You are under Rahu right now. Okay. Rahu is in your eighth, in the house of transformation. It is in a good sign, though it is in Aquarius. but it is still in the eighth. It carries that Scorpio energy as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if you are undergoing lots of transformations since last 3 4 years. Okay. Looking at the dashas that I'm seeing, and because you are in Venus, lots of transformations are happening from a relationships perspective too. Okay, that is also happening. And your um Venus is in old avastha. Okay. So let's just forget all that gyan. Jupiter is also mrit, by the way, for you. It is in the sign of, there is a beautiful thing that is happening. Jupiter and Venus are in exchange, so that is a savior. You will feel some changes happening in you from April onwards, after the shift of Saturn, which will come into the ninth house for you. Spirituality will be at a next level rise for you. And RDRX, you have to rise from the ashes. That is what you have to understand in your life. You have to understand that it is not prarabdha. Don't take prarabdha in the mindset that, yeah, I have to face some fucking shit in life. I'm sorry for the language, guys, but when I speak with emotions, my second house lord is debilitated. My language changes. Don't take any shit in life. It's okay. Whatever is happening is here to transform you. If something doesn't kill you, it only makes you stronger. It's my favorite quote from the Spider-Man movie. So, this Saturn and this dignity, it is going to make you fight. Do not pick up battles where you are wrong, because Saturn will make you win only battles where you are right, you are just. Okay. And you might have this feeling of being stuck right now because of that turbulence. But as you progress through this Venus Dasha, as you come out into Venus Jupiter, okay, as you move into Venus Saturn as well, you will see that you will rise up in your career. You will do well in your career as well. You will, but relationships are going to transform you. Like there is, you will feel lonely as well. There's a lot of things I want to say when I'm looking at this chart. There will be a lot of loneliness as well. There will be separation from the closed ones. And I'm not just saying from a marriage perspective. Ketu's in the second, you would be staying away from the family. Bunch of things are happening. Ketu's in Magha Nakshatra. So bunch of things are going to come into play. But the point here is important, that this transformation is going to happen with dashas in your life. Promises are in the chart. Dashas are the execution of those events, those promises. So you have to understand what's going to happen, and you will come out. April onwards, you will feel way different. Spirituality will be on the rise for you. Be prepared for that. Embrace it. All right, buddy. That was a nice question. Some questions trigger me too. And you are a thinker. I can see from that chart. You're a deep thinker. All right. With that, thank you, Latisha. Thank you for your nice feedback. Um, Kapil, thank you for confirmation, my friend. Yes, Rahul, I'm doing much better. I'm coughing less today. Thank you for validating and checking on me. Thank you, my friend. Ashish, thank you for putting your trust and faith in Devastrology and joining the channel. I think Mike Burry is also a new person. And then there is Scooby Doo Papa. There are a bunch of people who are in here, and there are a bunch of questions that I'm running behind with. All right, I'm going too slow today. Let me look into the next question, which is Krishnamurti. Um, all right, Krishnamurti's chart should be here. Krishnamurti. एक सेकंड यार, कृष्णमूर्ति, have you changed the chart or what? Krishnamurti has given some other birth details today. तो ना जनता ये बात करती है. Hold on, I will have to figure out what the hell happened. Some Krishnamurti has changed his chart. Okay, I'll prepare a new one. Krishnamurti, 30th March, 3, 30th, 1998, 1:50 p.m., 13:50 p.m. India, Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. All right. All right. The new chart of Krishnamurti is here. So the question is, what are my promotion chances this year during April? How my career in terms of wealth, any specific periods to look out for? Mm, you are going through Moon Ketu. No, no, no. You are going through Moon Mercury. And in April, yeah, you have good chances of getting promotion. Okay. Buy some sweet dish, maybe bundi laddu, bundi that you get in Hanuman temple and stuff, or some kaju katli barfi kind of stuff, and go and offer it to your boss. Okay. Okay. You will get promoted. Promotion chances are there in April for you. Hmm. Unless and until some turbulence comes in boss's life, which is probable. But from your dasha perspective, just from your dasha perspective, promotion chances are good actually. You are in Moon, Mercury, and the Pratyantar will be that of Moon or Mars in April, various dates onwards, right? So chances are good. If it trickles to May, then it is tricky. Okay, but your promotion chances are good, Krishnamurti. So you could get promoted at this point. All right. So with that, we will come to the next question. Ashish Wadhwa, she's suffering from this. Okay, Ashish Wadhwa's mom's details. Breast cancer. Ashish mom. Ashish Wadhwa mom. 24th April 24th 1965, 4 p.m. 16 p.m. Yeah, I don't know from 1965 how accurate is the date of birth and information that you have. Okay, but we will try and do our level best. All right. So she's running through Saturn. I want to see her Jupiter first. Jupiter is the fourth lord and it is sitting with Rahu. Hmm. Kritika and Rohini Nakshatra. Okay. And now it is in Rohini Nakshatra. What is happening to Rahu's dispositor? Venus coming to 8th. Oh boy. Combusted in Bharni. And it is Bharni means it is Venus's own nakshatra. Okay. And Venus is coming into Bharni. She would have had issues with respect to female organs as well. Okay, some issues would have been there with auntie with that perspective too. um, Now, okay, see, she's running through a dasha where medical situation, because she's running through Saturn. Okay, but she will fight through this. Don't worry, she will fight through this. Give me 1 second, I need to just do one more, because it's a health question and it's a tricky one. I want to just look into the other houses as well. Okay. तीन में ठीक है and yeah, Venus. See, Venus is combusted from Moon chart. Also, it is coming into the fourth house. Okay, fourth house is breast for women. Okay, Ashish, that bit. Um, how should I say this? Um, like some sort of surgery will happen. It is unavoidable. I can. Mm, I think some sort of surgery would have happened in 2024 itself. Some sort of surgery would have happened in 2024, ideally for her. Okay, because Mars ka Venus is sitting in Mars is giving that indication of surgery to me. Eighth house mein in this thing, and I'm saying eighth house because from Moon Mars is going eighth. Okay, uh, that indication is very clearly coming to me. And uh, see, oh my god, I need to be very watchful with what I'm speaking. Please don't get too worried, okay? But she could have some tricky situation between April to September as well, okay? Um, See, because for Virgos, Venus and Jupiter are markers, okay? So, but Jupiter is sitting in a good house, okay? So don't be scared about anything. Jupiter is sitting in a good house, but this is a very sensitive topic. Operation is definitely there, okay? I see some surgery. I definitely see, maybe it should have happened ideally in 2024. If it has not happened, ideally 2024 it should have happened, but some surgical treatment would be required at some point in time, because of that combustion. Venus being fourth, so it indicates the breast, fourth from Moon, and from eighth, connection of Mars is coming. Okay, that is the reason I'm calling this thing out. And Saat Art, Saat Art. And good part is, see, recovery. I feel that overall recovery should be there because from a health perspective, Saturn is its own sign. Okay, Saturn is in its own sign in sixth. Mars is giving an aspect to that as well. They both of them form good Shatruhanta Yoga, but Sun is burning Venus. Sun Venus combination can be tricky, and because it is burning Venus and Venus is combusted in the fourth from this thing, I see some operating thing coming into play. Just that from a health perspective, take more precaution during April to September period. Okay. And then like recovery will improve. From September, recovery should improve. But every time Venus Pratyantar or Jupiter Pratyantar is there, you will have to take some precaution, Ashish. That is the call out that I had for you. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, my friend. We'll move on to the next one. Aditya is here. Aditya KVC. Mike Burry, welcome to the reading, man. Aditya's chart should definitely be saved. तो पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है सॉफ्टवेयर में अगर सेव नहीं हो रहा तो KVC, where is KVC? There has to be some search mechanism, man. Why the hell these guys don't build search mechanism? They all these expensive softwares and they're not building search. That is so crazy. All right, finally found your details. 1997 Kadapa. Yes. Currently working in SW in USA, interested in no more career work, time and reason income and how the wealth accumulation chart. So Aditya, first of all, 10th house is so prominent for you. Uh, I like your energy, aggression, etc. towards work, and that is effective. Okay, you have to understand the dasha that you're going through. You are going through Surya dasha, which is your 10th house dasha itself. Within that, Jupiter dasha, which is also in your 10th house, but Jupiter is in a very weak spot for you. Okay, and it is your ninth lord and 12th lord. So that giving immediate promotion, something within Jupiter, I see that prominence very less. And then within Saturn also, Saturn is not in the greatest strength, sitting in Pisces in the 12th for you. Being the 10th lord, it brought you to a foreign country. Okay. But your real growth will come from May of 2026. Some proper growth chances will come when Mercury Antardasha comes. So this year you have to like live with some frustration. Okay. And boss, you need to take that opportunity with Mercury with both hands, because multiple of your planets, the Shadbala is very, very low. Moon, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, none of them are performing at full swing. So Surya Mahadasha, Mercury Antardasha is going to be super critical. Make a job shift, make a career shift, ask for hike, increment from your boss, whatever support you need. Leave no stone unturned, my brother. You need to make that happen. Mercury is the dasha you have to grab with both hands from a growth money perspective, 100%. Promotion perspective, 100%. And you will have to slog your ass off during that period. Okay, you'll have to work really hard during that period, but I think you'll be prepared mentally. You will be open to that challenge, so you should do well there. Okay. All right. um Mike Burry is a new guy. I'll make his chart and save it. Mike, just to let you know, and I'm just announcing it very transparently. We have to, like, I just save your chart in my software so that the next time you visit, since you are a member now, the next time you visit, it makes life simple for the next reading, right? Like I did with Aditya, I just had to do a single click. So 5:02 a.m. Oh, you're from Sacramento, nice man. We live pretty close by. I'm in the Bay Area, East Bay actually. So good to see you. Good to see you. All right. You are a Gemini ascendant, Mars and Mercury in your ascendant, Rahu, Sun, and Venus in your second house, Moon with Ketu in your eighth. Oh boy. Jupiter with Saturn in your 12th. Oh boy. And Mars is combusted. I just wanted to validate that. Hmm. It is your highest degree in the Lagna, and it is combusted because Sun is just 2 degrees in your second house. Got it. So now, what is your question? I wanted to know about my wealth investing in my love life relationships. I'm currently single. All right. So you are in Rahu Dasha right now. Let this Rahu Dasha get over. You are not having enough strength from your Sun and your Saturn. Okay. One thing is, your Sun is 12th to itself, third lord coming to second. You will have to do something of your own in terms of profession, career, business, something of that sort. But you tend to become lazy or procrastinator at times. Life is going to see some positive shift for you from August of 2025. Jupiter Mahadasha will start for you. Now, Jupiter is in the 12th house. You don't be surprised if you have to shift away from California. Don't be surprised. And it may not be a bad thing, it might be a good thing. In fact, you finding some romantic partner, some romantic pursuit also can come into play from actually better period will be next year, August of 2026. I won't be surprised if you have very strong marriage yogas as well from August of 2026 till December of 2026. Very strong, good, positive marriage yogas. Very good, strong, positive yogas. Okay. And one second. Yeah, and Venus is the lord of romance from both moon chart as well as from your Lagna chart perspective. But don't be surprised if you meet somebody from August of 2025 itself. You date for 1 year and settle down. It may not be a bad idea for you, Mike, but you should leave. You will have to find some right opportunity. Wealth creation possibility is there, but it is going to be away from your birth town. So you'll have to leave, not necessarily Sacramento, but yeah, sorry, necessarily Sacramento. Maybe explore something somewhere else. Your work might require you to travel somewhere else. Um, and I will look into the Bhav Pala as well to get a clarity. 11th house is decently strong, 10th house is decently strong, 6th house is decently strong, second house. Savings will be weak. Okay, wealth creation will see struggle in your life. My recommendation to you is you focus in terms of earnings. And whenever you see struggle with respect to saving, you buy land. Mike, I have given you Brahmastra. Okay, search what Brahmastra is. You'll understand. Look out for that term. Whenever you gain some money, keep on purchasing land, property, assets of any sorts, movable, immovable, hardcore assets, growing assets. Don't keep money in your bank account. You will not be able to save it. It will get spent. So you better spend it in the right place, as I'm recommending you. Land is going to be very, very good for you. Okay. Even though Mars is combust, I'm still saying that because Mercury is coming into Lagna, being the Lord of fourth house. Okay. And it has good dignity as well. Directional dignity both for Mars and Mercury. You are going to be very smart and articulate in your communication, sometimes to the level of being aggressive, but you can explore sales skills as well to grow in your life. So consider that too. All right. I hope that gives you clarity. Uh, we'll move on to the next question now. Okay, so you want a mantra, Latisha? Any of the Shiv mantras, Rahu Bij mantra, or even Hanuman mantras is going to be good for you given that Rahu is in Scorpio. Okay, that is going to help you. All three of those paths will give you success to the remedy that you are seeking. All right. With that, we'll move on to how many more questions are left. Oh, so you live in LA? Yes, culturally that's a different place, Mike. That's much perspective. That's a that's a smart thing to do, and you invest for your mother, but buy stuff for yourself. Okay, and can't be asking these many questions, bro. You'll have to keep two specific pinpointed questions. You ask one of them in one session and the second in the next reading. So you've come today. The next one will be the week after the next. I take a break at least for one weekend, and then we will resume, and you can ask your questions. All right. Oh my gosh. Natal Kumar is here. So and I'm really tired of this search. I have to find some solution next time when we come. I will hopefully address it. Kumar Kanishk Natal. Maybe I need to change the way I save the names. Um, you're doing well. This is correct. How do you interpret the horoscope of countries? There are many asking about 35 big day for tsunami and okay. They are talking about all that stuff because of the transit on 29th March of Saturn, which is going to happen into the sign of Pisces. Uh, it is so difficult to see in ancient times when um, prediction of countries was done. It was done based on the chart of the ruler. Okay, it was the ruler, the king, based on which the predictions were done. Now these days people are making birth chart of countries like India what independent 15th of August midnight, that is the birth chart, and we are going doing predictions on that basis. Probably, but see, at mass level, the movement of planets into different signs, and that is something I will be doing in my series to follow. I'm doing like planets in different houses right now. For example, Moon in all houses, Ketu in all houses, and all that stuff. I will be releasing tonight Mars in all houses as well. But when I get into doing Moon in all signs, Ketu in all signs, Mars in all signs, then you will get an understanding from a comprehensive perspective, that a more comprehensive understanding as to what happens in a particular positioning in the sky of a planet, and how does it impact the masses in general, which is what people also call as mundane astrology. Mundane because it is like at a basic level for everybody, applicable for everyone. So it is because of the Saturn's movement into Pisces, into a sign which denotes ocean depth, deep gravity, deep insights, 12th to everything, and enlightenment and stuff. That is where they are saying there will be disruptions. And that is why they are connecting it to tsunamis and stuff, and for coastal regions coming into that effect, countries that have large coastal base and stuff. So hopefully that answers your question. uh, Got it, RDX, thank you. Scooby Dooby Papa. New. Scooby Dooby Papa. I will have to save your name with this thing, because at the end of the day, you are subscribed with that. And next time I see your name popping up, I will not be able to search with Suchet. Okay. So it will make it difficult. So I'm assuming you mean 12th of January. So 1/12/1998, 1344. West Bengal. Durgapur has multiple this thing. All right. So I'm going through an extreme financial distress, in debt, struggling in career as well. I'm an architect, have my own company. When will I be able to pay the loans and career opportunities come? Also, I'm suffering a lot of relationships. How are things panning out on all front? I'm feeling undergoing immense transformation from January this year. You've typed multiple things, and I won't be able to read everything. But yeah, Suchit, I got it. I know your name is Suchit, but I'll have to save it as Scooby Dooby Pop Up so that I it's easy for me to find. So you've asked bunch of things. See, Ketu is sitting in your 10th house. I hope you've watched that video as well. With Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius, and Saturn is going, it's doing in an exchange yoga with Jupiter. That's a very good thing, by the way. Okay. That's a very, very good thing. Else things could have been difficult. But because Ketu is coming into such spot, it is going to bring in transformation in your profession, in your karmas. Okay. And I don't know if you've had a chance to watch my Ketu in all houses videos. One thing that I've very categorically called out is that when Ketu is in the 10th, or it is giving an aspect to the 10th, or in connection with the 11th, then you have to understand that it is going to ask you to focus towards just your efforts, just in your process, but not worry about the outcome, and only then you can do better. Now, from a dasha perspective too, you are in a you are in Saturn Rahu, boss. Somebody just few minutes back, I don't know when did you join Scooby Dooby Papa, sorry Suchet, but somebody else had same thing, and I was just making that recommendation that when you get Saturn and Rahu combination, he was, I think, Rahu Saturn, it becomes so very turbulent. Okay, and this turbulence is here to stay until next 1 year for you. It is not going to be an easy period until April of 2026. It's not going to be easy. Your gains are going to get impacted. It is Rahu Antar. Rahu is in your fourth house. Your mental peace will be impacted, bro. Okay. And more so from 2nd of February. From tomorrow onwards, you will feel more stress because you will get into Ketu Pratyantar. Okay. At least for the next 2 months. Feb and March are not going to be easy. I'm so sorry I'm breaking all this news for you. You might not be happy. You might dislike me at this point in time. But don't worry. Rahu will come in transit in your 10th house. From a transit perspective, it is going to bring in some respite, which is from May of this year. Okay. And Jupiter also will bring some respite. Once he moves into Gemini, he'll also bring some respite for you. So things are going to improve for you from May end, more specifically from June onwards. Okay. But from your own chart perspective, it's a tough period until March of 2026. April of 2026, you would be like smoking cigar and you would be telling everybody, why the hell was I so worried? I'm out of it. I'm telling you, you will come to this channel and you will make this comment. Save this video today. You will do that. Year period is tough. Rahu is going through within Saturn. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. And it is in your fourth. Plus, Ketu will keep on creating confusion. Just keep your head down. Keep just keep on doing what needs to be done to address your business problems, to address your financial problems. Next 2 months are very, very difficult. I'm not hiding it from you. I could sugarcoat and soften the blow. It is not going to help you. You are a man, and I'm pretty sure when you say you are an architect, you're running your own business, you're a hardworking man. Your seventh lord is exalted. You're a hardworking guy. I know this. Right now, your confidence will be low. Mars in itself is going in a turbulent spot. It was debilitated all this while in transit as well. So June will give that respite as well. Mars will at least come into Leo then, right? And I'm a Scorpio. Who else can understand better the pain of Mars than me? Or any Aries and Scorpios guys listening here. So please, next 2 months, be prepared. Okay, be prepared. Wake up early, work hard, grind. This is grind time. At least till March, it is grind time. Okay, but Feb and March of 2025 itself is difficult. Everything will get sorted from April of 2026. Some improvement will come from June of this year. Okay, I hope that answers your question. I need some water, guys. All right, so with that, we will look into the next question and see. Dazzler Kunal Purohit. Okay. New. Dazzler Kunal Purohit. I'm assuming you mean here 2nd of September. So that is what I'm going to take. September 2, 2002, 2035, India, Bangalore. Okay. Dazzler Kunal Purohit, your chart is in place. Um, how will be my Shani Mahadasha? Will I get success? And also, the career would be best for me. And I'm in job right now. Don't like it much. Okay. Boss, also करके you can't keep asking 5 questions. Also, how will be this thing? How will be that thing? I'll address the job bit. You will do well in job, and you will do well in business. Okay, but your current dasha till 2027, you will be a little frustrated in job. Okay, till 2027 March, you will be a bit frustrated in job because Saturn is giving an aspect on your sun, which is the lord of your sixth house. And you will do very, very well if you do job as well. Mars is combusted for you, but you will still do very, very well in your job too. I don't have a doubt about it. Jupiter exalted, Sun with Mars in your sixth, Mercury exalted in your seventh house. That is not going to be good for marriage. You will have some issues in marriage. Um, but but eventually you should think of running your own business. Okay, from your moon chart also, your seventh lord is coming into exaltation in the second house, and Mercury is exalted in your seventh house. Business is going to bring you good success. Okay, and if you're in job, you should work only in large multinational corporations and doing something which is technical. Business, you can explore multiple things. I think it may not be a bad idea for you to do some sort of consulting business, some sort of education business, something related to finance as well is going to be very, very good for you. If you explore something of that sort, Kunal Purohit, you will do very well in that space as well. It's a good chart from that perspective. Some challenges will come from emotions, relationships perspective. Some issues will be there. You are going to learn astrology as well. You are not going to make money out of astrology, but you will have good interest in learning astrology. You might want to come to a person like me and say that they've teach me. I can see that happening. Okay, But take less stress, take less stress on yourself, and work hard. And boss, right now you don't quit your job. I hope you don't do that. Please, right now, don't quit your job. 2027, you can figure out what you want to do. Automatically, you will get a lot of ideas and clarity from a business perspective. Okay? Purohit, Kunal Purohit, I think you have to don't yeah, be serious for some time. Okay, be serious for some time. It may not be a bad idea for you to, you're still 2002, right? What, 24, 23 years old? Spend some time in terms of learning the skills, and at least 3 years, yeah, at least 3 years you should spend that time. You'll do well after that. Okay. All right. Very tired today, guys. I know I've not had enough rest through the course of the week. And I hope this is the last one now that we are taking up, which is Rajat. And I see some Minakshi Ravi has also joined the discussion. Thank you for trust and faith in me, guys. And joining in devastrology. I see RDX question is answered. Rahul says, Dev, I guess you missed my question earlier. I just wanted to comment on my D9 and D10 if possible from a career perspective. I don't know, Rahul, how did I miss that? I'm sorry about that, my friend. Um, Rahul BV, see, you want some connect comments from a D9, D10 perspective. See, marriage front, what is happening is Jupiter is in conjunction with Ketu in your seventh, okay? Or you want, sorry, you want the comments on career perspective. Um, Career seems to give an indication of growth post marriage. Okay, gains will increase for you post marriage. That is definitely seen. You will see a rise in your career post marriage. Okay, but your the Shamsha tells me that there are just two planets in the Kendra. Okay, and you will have to stick into a job front somehow or the other. You will have to stick on the job side. um, Empathy is going to be key in your career. There will be a few breaks, or what should I say, very slow laggard situations that will also come in life. Okay, and whenever Saturn period comes, which is for example right now going on for you, you will feel stuck. You will feel that nothing is moving, nothing is growing for me. um, Somewhere you have to fight that instinctive laziness in you, my friend. Okay, Rahul, you will have to fight either the tendency to be procrastinating or being lazy at times. That is something you'll have to address. But overall, you will have continuous stable growth. Current period is of Saturn Antardasha, it will make you feel stuck. Okay. All right. Didn't mean to miss. There are so many questions, Rahul. I'm so sorry if I didn't mean to skip at all. Okay. So Ashish operation is scheduled for this month. Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Ashish, something I was expecting that to happen. All right, Rajat, that is the next question. And Rajat is the new person. Thank you for joining in, Rajat. The chart is 1 1996. 22 India, New Delhi. Okay, Delhi, New Delhi. All right. So Rajat's question is currently working in MNC in India. Do you see wealth money in my chart? Unmarried. Unmarried. Whenever marriage situation comes, please be watchful. Saturn is the sixth lord coming into seventh. That is the seventh lord as well. But definitely needs to be looked into, revisited properly, because that is going to be extremely critical for you. Mars is exalted in your sixth house in combination with Mercury and Venus. Yes, you will do very, very good in your job. Okay. You will do very well in your job. Moon is also exalted. Your intent is there to succeed in life. Your intent is there. But given the Rahu Dasha that you are currently running in, you will start seeing growth in your career job perspective from 2028 onwards. I know you feel stuck right now. You are what, almost 30 right now, but 2028 will give you the jump. Okay, some very good jump, some promotion, some new job opportunity. Something is going to happen in from June of 2028 under Rahu Venus, not before that. Before that, you will feel stuck. Okay, because Mercury is also underperforming for you. It is underperforming for you. um, and Rahu is in the sign of Mercury, but right now you are going through Rahu Mercury. It is going to be like ups and downs kind of a situation, average situation for you to move on in the current period. um, let me quickly look into this answer as well. Huh. You will be motivated for gains right now, but those gains materializing for you is not going to be easy. And you know, your bosses are not easy to deal with right now. You will have to go an extra mile to please your bosses, but you will do well eventually in your job. Don't worry, you will grow well. uh, Things should improve for you from that Rahu Venus perspective. And then as you move on to uh, Rahu Moon, while it is turbulent for most of the people, you will find good career growth. Some shift will happen, major shift will happen in 2032 for you. Okay. So, because you asked a very generic question in long term, you see an uptick in 2028. Right now, fight it out, battle it out, do much better for your bosses to the best of your ability. Okay. Rajat, good luck, bro. Keep working hard. All right. And I think we are now finally at the last question of the day, which is that of Meenakshi Ravi. Meenakshi, I'm assuming you're a female here. Meenakshi Ravi. I'm assuming you've put 10th of September, because in US it is different. So I just validate it when I'm entering the details. Okay. So September 10th. Okay. Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and time is 2:35. Means 14:35. India, Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Switch is what you are looking for. That's what I told you. You'll have to put up a big fight. Switch is possible, by the way. Switch is possible. Okay. In this year in 2026, switch is possible because of your dasamsa. I'm telling you, I looked at your detail. But fight, here you have to put up a fight. Okay, it's not going to be easy. It's not 2028 onwards. You will see much better growth. Okay. All right. Meenakshi's question is: I'm pursuing my master's in Germany. I'm an astrology enthusiast, and I really love your Lords in Different Houses videos. Please tell me how my Rahu Disha will be overall, and when will I get married? Okay. Mm, so you are Ketu in the second house. Marriage prospects are going to start for you a little late. Okay. From 2029 to 2032 is your best period to get married, which is like close to your 30s. Because you have Mangal dosha as well. It is so evident. Mars sitting in its own sign in the 12th house, and Rahu Mercury is going to be the best period. Mercury is your seventh lord. That is going to give you that indication. Father's blessings are very important. Make sure, even if you go for love marriage, I see there is a chance of that happening. you do get the blessing of your father. Without his approval, don't go for it. Okay, somehow convince your dad, and I think it'll work out for you once you have your father convinced on your this thing. Guys, I'm coming to an end and I see more people are dialing in. But father's benediction is critical, and I think that's going to be superb for you. Your father's benediction is going to be superb for you. Your moon is not at its full strength, but it's a not a malefic moon. That is a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. Fortune wise, I think you're lucky. Eventually you, yeah, you might have to settle abroad itself. That is also a possibility. But that settlement will come late. There will be some dicey situation, to and fro kind of a thing. But your question is on marriage. My recommendation is August of 2029 till Jan of 2032 is the best period. Uh, Within that as well, specifically, if I were to tell you, best period is August of 2029 till November of 2029. If not that, Feb, March, April, May, June of 2030. Okay, Meenakshi, that seems to be a good period. So I think things will work out. And yes, you are doing studies abroad. Rahu took you abroad because of the eighth house connection. That is why it panned out well for you. So that PhD education stuff has to happen there. Okay. All right. So with that, I've answered all the questions. Finally, we are done with a marathon reading for February for the first reading, and the second one will be scheduled the week after next. But I want to give a few seconds to Dr. Dev Kamani. He is having the same name like me, and I want to make sure because he's just joined the membership. The next session will be next to next Saturday, most probably, but I give the announcements 2 3 days in advance, guys. So you will have notice in the members section. You will come to know everything about it. I'm just waiting if Dr. Kamani, if you have any question. If not, I will be addressing your question in the next session. All right. So he does throw his question at the fag end of it, and we will take up his question. I will not leave you disappointed, sir. 10th 6 1998. 906. India, Gujarat, Nagar. Okay, so your question is I will get through my post graduate exam in May, June. Your sixth house has moon in Pisces. An aspect is from Mercury, Sun, and Venus from the 12th house. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter is retrograde in your fifth house with Ketu. And your question is in May, June, you will be running through Venus, Jupiter, Mercury. Venus, Jupiter, Mercury. Mercury is exalted. It is giving a debilitated aspect though, but Nijbang is happening and Venus is giving an exalted aspect. Yes, you will. Dev Kamani, you will. Okay? You will. Now, two, three things. Okay? You will, but we should not get complacent. Okay? Uh, Keep praying to whatever East Dev you believe in, because there is a very strong possibility you will crack it. Okay, but keep praying and keep working hard enough, because especially Saturn is coming into your sixth house in transit also. You will feel overworked, you will feel tired, you will feel anxious at times, fearful at pata nahi hoga ki nahi hoga, what would happen. But don't worry, You will crack it. Saturn is coming to the 6th. Okay. Rahu is coming to the 5th. Don't have any illusions about yourself that I'm 100% prepared. Do not drop your guards. Do not drop your this thing. And especially if you've listened to this prediction, doesn't mean you become complacent. Dave Kamani, you've come to this because we have to learn to rule our chart. You cannot become complacent at all. This is just a probability. It gives you a strong probability of selection, but if you don't do well, your rank could go bad if you don't put your hard work enough. So you have to understand all that bit. So don't leave any stone unturned in terms of your own efforts. But chances are good, bro. I'll be happy if you crack it. And knock on the wood, many people who are in this reading, people who've taken bank PO examinations, government services examinations, if you just scroll through the reading itself, they've confirmed, Dave, you predicted it, turned out positive and all that. But I told everybody that astrology is predicting a positive outcome doesn't mean that we lose our third house efforts. There is the biggest astrologer from India who has 2 million views and he says everything is written in the destiny. I challenge it is wrong, because your third house, your house of hard work, is bang opposite to your ninth house. You have the power to change your destiny, both in positive and negative way. So if you don't work hard enough, you can fuck up that day as well and you cannot do well. Okay, so please do not drop the guard, but possibility is good. I'm a small channel, but I'm still contradicting on that front. You can change your destiny. Remember that, guys. I want to leave with that positive message. If somebody ever comes to your life and tells you this is meant to be, you will not succeed, this won't happen, you say Dev Astrology has told that I will change it. I promise you. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. Maybe I don't know anything in life. I have a very exalted aspect to my spiritual placements of my ninth, 12th houses and stuff. I know just one thing. We as humans have been granted everything from Shivji to change our destiny. Okay? Trust me on that. So any of the competition that you are appearing in, that career change, that job opportunity which is eluding you, Dasha can play some role, but you will fight and you will overcome it. All right, brothers and sisters and friends. All right, enjoy your weekend, guys. I'm super tired now, and I hope I feel recovered in the next meeting that we do. Please smash that like button. I will be releasing Mars in all houses videos, um, um, hopefully tonight, my time, okay, which will be morning or whatever place country you live in for you, but it will be tonight my time. I have to record it, and it's been so poor sunshine that I've not been able to do it. It's turning out pretty cold. It's Feb and still it is pretty damn cold out here. So anyways, good to see you guys. Thank you for your love, support, time. Keep working hard, Kamal. Keep working hard, everybody, guys, and enjoy your weekend. Good night. Good day to you wherever you are. Bye bye.